Well, aloha. It's Friday. And here I am, Jamie Barber with Jamie Barber Homes, saying aloha. It's Friday. Well, I've been out for 2 weeks. I got sick. Actually, I got a head cold, and then it went to my chest, and I had to go into antibiotics. So I didn't have much of a voice, and I was in bed. So luckily, I tested for COVID, and it was negative, so it wasn't COVID, and so that's good. So I went under the care of doctors, and they've got me better. So it looks like the weather has changed a little bit. We're cooling down. We've come to the fall. We're now entering the last quarter of the year, and so you know, let's look at some real estate. So first thing we want to look at is home prices. Ooh, hit the wrong button. So home prices are going up. Everyone kept saying home prices are going to come down. Home prices are going to be a crash. Well, there wasn't. There was not a crash. And if you've ever dreamed of buying your own place or selling your current home to upgrade, you're no stranger to the roller coaster of emotions that changing home prices can stir up. It's a classic tale of financial goals, doubts, and a dash of anxiety, which you may have been through. But if you put off moving because you're worried about home prices may drop, make no mistake, they're not going down. In fact, it's just the opposite. National data from several sources say they've been going up consistently this year. Up. Now, in the first half of 2022, home prices rose significantly. Those increases were dramatic but unsustainable. So, in the second half of the year, prices went through a correction and started dipping a bit. But those slight declines were shallow and short lived. Still, the media really focused on those drops in the headlines, and that created a lot of fear and uncertainty amongst consumers. But here's what hasn't been covered fully. So far in 2023, prices are going up once more. That's up, but this time at a normal pace. And after price gains that were too high and then corrections that followed in 2022, the fact more normal or typical price appreciation this year is good news for the housing market. Orfa Devoni, senior economist at Zillow, explains changing home prices over the last 12 years this way. The U.S. housing market has surged over the past year after a temporary hiccup from July 22 to January 23. That downturn has proven to be short lived, and as housing has rebounded impressively so far in 2023. Looking ahead, home appreciation typically starts to ease up this time of year. As that happens, there's some risk the media will confuse slowing price growth, that's deceleration of appreciation, with home prices falling, that's depreciation. Don't be fooled. Slower price growth is still price growth. So, why are home prices increasing now? Well, one reason why home prices are going back up because there still aren't enough homes for sale for all the people who want to buy them. The inventory is low. Even though higher mortgage rates cause buyer demand to moderate, they also cause the supply of available homes to go down. That's because of the mortgage rate lock-in effect. When rates rise, some owners are reluctant to sell and lose their current low mortgage rate just to take on a higher one to the next home. So, with higher mortgage rates impacting both buyers and sellers, the supply and demand equation of the housing market has been affected. But since there are still more people who want to purchase homes than there are homes available to buy, price continues to rise. And as Freddie Mac states, while rising interest rates have reduced affordability and therefore demand, they've also reduced supply through the mortgage rate lock-in effect. Overall, it appears the reduction in supply has outweighed the decrease in demand. Thus, house prices have started to increase. So here's how this impacts you. Buyers, if you've been waiting to buy a home because you are afraid its value may drop, knowing that home prices have gone back up should make you feel better. Buying a home gives you a chance to own something that usually becomes more valuable over time. And sellers, if you've been holding off on selling your house because you were worried about how changing home prices will impact its value, it could be a smart move to work with a real estate agent and put your house on the market. You don't have to wait any longer because the most recent data indicates that home prices have turned in your favor. So, if you've put off moving because you were worried that home prices might go down, data shows they're increasing across the country. So, you need to work with me, Jamie, at Jamie Barber Homes, and let me help you understand how home prices are changing out here in Santa Clarita and Southern California. Well, that's it. That's me back being normal again. So we'll be back doing these every Friday. Yeah, inventory's low. So if you've got a house to sell or want to sell and you need to move, you need to downsize, you need to upsize, there's a change in your situation, let me help you. Because if we can put it on the market, we can get it sold. And if you're new and you want to buy, let's help you buy. So have a great weekend. Weather's good. It's going to get a little windy Sunday. I understand the Santa Anas are coming back. So go look at some houses. And Halloween's coming up. And I love myself some Halloween. I've got decorations in the front yard and a lot of candy and expecting a lot of visitors. So have a great weekend. And remember, it's Aloha Friday. No working till Monday. Well, of course, unless you're a realtor, you're in retail sales, or you're in hospitality, and then you'll be working the weekend. Go look at some homes. Call me if you need me. I'm around. All right. Aloha. This is Jamie Barber with Jamie Barber Homes saying thank you and aloha. See you next week. Bye now.